that I'm part of D3 Glory Days, covering the tales of past and present D3 greats. I'm excited to bring you this year's coverage of the national championship. You can see some final runouts here of the athletes, and you can see some of the fans. But yeah, it is cold out there. You see the snow. It is 22 degrees right now. Feels like 9 with a 16-mile-an-hour wind. So not ideal, but hey, it's cross country. It's not supposed to be ideal. And for those that love perfect conditions, it won't be that. But let's take a look at the field right now. For those new to D3 cross country, 10 teams get an automatic bid, which is 1 per region, and then the committee selects 22 teams after that. If you want to qualify as an individual, you have to be in the top 7 in the region, not on a qualifying team, and they take 7 from each region, giving you 70 individual qualifiers. And last year's champions, Johns Hopkins. But here's where we stand going into today's race. This is the current top 5 rankings, with Wartburg at number 1, SUNY Geneseo 2, Johns Hopkins, the defending champs, at 3, U Chicago 4, and Claremont Mud Scripps in 5. Let's see how the California ladies handle the snow today. So here's Wartburg's starting lineup. As you can see there at the top, Aubrey Fisher. She finished 4th last year and is going to be their top runner right now. But keep an eye on the freshman Haley Meyer as she gets her debut race at the national championship. The key for Wartburg this year is how close can their pack with Lexi Brown, Ellie Meyer stay to Aubrey Fisher. SUNY Geneseo returns everyone from last year's 3rd place finish, and they add a freshman in Sierra Duty. A big key for them is Kathleen McCary and Windsor Ardner packing it up in the top half of that All-American spots, which is in the top 40. So if they can be in the top 15, look for SUNY Geneseo to do well today. Your defending national champions, Johns Hopkins. Here's their lineup. They lost 4 women to graduation from last year's winning team, and as you can see, they have 2 freshmen in the lineup right now. But Alex Ross, Sarah Stevenson, they won a national championship last year, and they'll look to get these new women across the line to defend their national champion. And as we look at the individuals to watch right now, here are some 3 key women to keep your eye on. Kassie Parker has not lost a race this year, and she's actually defeated Fiona Smith and Aubrey Fisher. So she's going to be the one to watch for. Annika Urban, also undefeated. She's from the South region in Emory. She's had a fantastic year, went to Paul Short, beat the field there, and hasn't looked back. And Fiona Smith could be the sleeper dark horse pick right now. She runs for St. Benedict up in Minnesota, used to this cold weather, and I believe she's ready to go today. We'll see what she brings. And as we go through the starting boxes there, you can see athletes getting warm, taking some last strides. And on the left of your screen, you'll see where all the teams are lining up right now. I'm told you don't really want to be on the inside or the outside of the starting boxes right now. You can see the snow is piling up, but they don't get the best line to the straightaway when this race starts. So they're going to have to get out a little quick if they want positioning right there. Going through more of the individuals' boxes, you can see a few of them are right there. And a few individuals that qualified for the first time for their schools that will be making up the field is Madison Lowry of Pfeiffer. She'll be in there, and a few teams have qualified for the first time in program history as well. UC Santa Cruz, George Fox, and Widner. So a few individuals, a few programs making their debut here at the 2022 National Championships. And you can see WashU, box 36. Keep an eye on them. They always perform well at the national meet. For those of you that watched indoor, their men's team came out of nowhere to tie for the national championship. Last year, WashU was 5th. They have a new lineup this year, but they still bring it every single year. And Loras qualifies as a team for the first time in 25 years. As mentioned, Kassie Parker won last year's national championship, but this time she gets to join her team in a box and compete with them. Another team to call out there is Carnegie Mellon. They came into the regional meet unranked. They're the only unranked team to make the national championship, and we're going to bring you the course map to see where these women are running. And this was taken well before this weekend. As you can see, no snow on the ground. It's a loop-style course going through and finishing close to where they start, but they'll go by the finish line one time before they have to go back and actually finish. And we're about a minute from the gun here. Tensions are high. You can see a lot of tights on. We mentioned that before the race. Who's going to wear tights? Who's going to brave the elements? No one wants to brave the elements. Stay as warm as possible. And the one thing I'll say before this gun goes off, we gave you the top 5 rankings. There's been predictions. Throw that all away. A day like today, anything can happen, so expect the unexpected. There's the whistle. And they're off. The 2022 National Championships are underway. What a shot here to see how quick the field gets out. And as they brave the snowy elements, this first part here is key. As you can see, they collapse inward on each other in the middle of the field here. Everyone has an opportunity to win the race. Everyone wants to stay with their teammates right now. Find your teammates, get positioning, and work through the field. You can see on the right of your screen there, Johns Hopkins all together still, kind of in no woman's land over there. They haven't moved in yet, so we'll see, but it looks like Kassie Parker in the purple taking the early lead, and look at the fans to the right of them going to the next position. That's the best thing about cross country. The fans are just as into it as the runners and are running to next position. And as mentioned before this, Fiona Smith, Annika Urban, all right with Kassie Parker a minute into the race. And you can see the snow lining the course right now. Makes things difficult. And one thing we know about Kassie Parker is she wears Vaporflies, which are a road racing shoe because they're a little bit more supportive for her calves and shins. So right now you can tell she's in spikes right now. We'll see if that impacts her at all. But early lead here as we round the first turn. You can see the pack here kind of already stringing out a little bit early into this race. You can kind of tell when the pace is going quick when it starts lining up and it's not grouping up, as lead runners want to get their positioning early. So some top names from some top teams to keep an eye on. We mentioned Aubrey Fisher from Wartburg. She was their top finisher at regionals. Kathleen McCary was SUNY Geneseo's top finisher. Alex Ross from Johns Hopkins was their top finisher at regionals, as you can kind of see the top pack starting to form here. And on the left of your screen, you'll see the regional champions from each region there, but looking at the top of your screen with Kassie Parker following the Gators tracks here, trying to find the best footing as it's still in snow. We have Fiona Smith from St. Benedict, Annika Urban, Clara Mayfield from Carleton is in there. Carleton is another dark horse team that can upset the field. They had 4 women finish in the top 10 at regionals. The big concern for them potentially is the spread from 1 to 5. So how long in between is Clara Mayfield going to be to their 5th runner? A lot of runners can fit themselves in there, but if they have 4 up front, they could make some serious noise. You see the fans lining up here, supporting these athletes. All of that college did a great job of hosting this event, getting things ready to go. As you can see, just the absolute chaos that cross country is right now. It's such a great atmosphere, and look how many fans still showed up given the weather. I know the East Coast is getting dumped on right now, but still, to be able to come out here and support your team makes for a great team culture here as we are continuing on here. Roughly potentially getting close to 1,200 meters into the race. We'll get you some mile splits, but there's a good shot of lead pack, and that orange and white striped singlet is Anna Tucker of Hope. She won the Great Lakes region. There you see Kassie Parker's coach giving orders as they go through some ankle-deep snow. Oh man, this is gonna be wild, folks. Who can handle these conditions? It's windy, it's snowy, it's not perfect, so you're gonna have to dig deep here and see what you have, and this is a great shot of the pack still in here. And this is where the race is won, right here in this style of pack. You know, it's still early, you're gonna be conservative going through the first part of this course, especially if people get out too high. It's notorious to go out too fast and people fade, especially in conditions like today. If you go out too fast and burn yourself, the rest of the field's gonna come back and get you. So let's see who is conservative at the first split here. We'll have it in about a minute. As you see Joe Eby from Baldwin Wallace looking at the camera as Kassie Parker extends her lead right now. She's been notorious for leading the field from the gun and not looking back. Even at the regional meet, she was well ahead of Aubrey Fisher, who could be in the top 5 right now. The course record, the championship record, just in case, is 20 minutes, 1 second, held by Missy Buttry. 20 minutes, 0.2 seconds. So 20 even, 0.2, held by the legendary Missy Buttry out of Wartburg. As Kassie Parker continues to lead, we'll get you some live splits here as we're going to be crossing the mile here. Well, we already have, but once the live results are populated, we'll let you know. But in this team battle, really quickly here, Wartburg and Chicago have gone head-to-head twice so far this year. Chicago overtake them at the Augustana Interregional by just 3 points, but Wartburg got revenge at the Midwest Regional and won by about 9 points. So it's going to be a slugfest here, and we have some live results populating right now. And once they're fully populated, we'll get you the team standings. But right now in the top 5, you have Kassie Parker, Fiona Smith, Alex Ross, Anna Tucker, and Aubrey Fisher. Clara Mayfield from Carleton, Annika Urban of Emory, Kathleen McCary of San Geneseo, Claire Walters of Franciscan, and Windsor Ardner of San Geneseo up in the top 10. And right now, we do have almost 32 teams scored right now, but potentially San Geneseo is currently leading right now through the first mile, with Wartburg in second, Johns Hopkins in third, and MIT in 4th, but only separated by 27 points. Still a long way to go here in this 6K distance. For those not familiar with 6K, it's roughly 3.75 miles. Yep, so all the scores are now, all teams are now populated in the live results. So we can say San Geneseo is currently leading right now, followed by Wartburg, Johns Hopkins, and MIT. Chicago is a little bit notorious for moving up throughout the field. As you can see on the left of your screen there, who's in All-American position. All-American position goes through the top 40. It was 35 until about 2017 is when they changed it to top 40. And if you want to follow along on Twitter and correct anything I say that's incorrect, feel free to tweet at us at D3 Glory Days. Happy to interact with you all as Kassie Parker continues to lead here. It's close. Look at these mile splits right now. Time is out the window. Right now, All-American position, they're currently running just under 6-minute pace. A lot of these women can handle 5:30 to 5:40 pace in these 6Ks or even faster. And so for that to be a 6-minute first mile for majority of these All-Americans, it shows how difficult this course is. No one thought there would be a fast day today, so it's going to be interesting to see how they handle the next 2+ miles as you see some rolling hills here right now. A good look at Kassie getting the tire tracks, finding the right positioning there. You gotta do anything you can right now to handle this snow. So a few teams we mentioned at the start that could be some dark horses that could move up here throughout the race. Carleton's currently in 10th. UChicago's in 6th. They've been up in the rankings all season. WashU in 8th. And a potential surprise right now is maybe Pomona Pitzer in 5th and St. Olaf in 7th. Going into these championships, they're both just outside. Well, Pomona was 9th and St. Olaf was 12th. So both doing better than when the rankings say they could potentially do, but that's why they're rankings. That doesn't mean anything until you run the race. So we'll see how things unfold here. As you can see, this is where the race is run at 1. As I mentioned earlier, who can move up, who can handle these conditions and not let it get to you. You see a mix, you see some interesting choices here. Long sleeves, tights, no long sleeves. You know, you gotta do what's best for you, but if this was me, I hate being cold. I need my hands to be warm. I'm wearing the biggest mittens I can in order to stay warm right now as we reach about 10 minutes and 30 seconds into this race. Roughly close to halfway here. We'll get another split for you at the 2-mile marker as we come back to Kassie Parker continuing to lead. But you can still see people in the distance. It's not a done deal yet, even though they are fairly far back. You never know what can happen here. You don't want to write someone off, but you also don't want to crown someone champion with 11 minutes left in this race. As you see some flags from Calvin flying high there. You love to see the flags, the team spirit, as the fans cheer Kassie Parker on. We'll get a good glimpse maybe with that hill as a reference point as to where the pack is with her. And yeah, she has a fairly substantial lead right now. She does have some eligibility left for track. She's run the fastest indoor 3K time as she takes a look at her watch there. She's broken 16 minutes in the indoor 5K, the only D3 woman to have broken 16 minutes indoors. She's one of 3 ever to break 16 minutes, along with Missy Buttry and Ella Barron from Johns Hopkins. Ella Barron is running for Colorado actually today at the D1 National Championships. As you can see, Fiona Smith coming onto your screen right behind there. Maybe not right behind her. Here's a good angle of potentially what the distance looks like here. Kassie Parker has already won 4 national championships in Division III. She's looking to make it 5 today. If you recall from track, Ari Marks took her down in both the 10K and the 5K. And she's come for redemption after that. So we do have some splits coming up here. Kassie Parker has a 22-second lead over Fiona Smith. Clara Mayfield in 3rd right now. Alex Ross in 4th. Anna Tucker in 5th. Annika Urban in 6th. Kathleen McCary in 7th. Claire Walters in 8th. Mary Kate McGranahan in 9th. And Aubrey Fisher in 10th. We're still going to get some team scores here for you, and once we get a little bit more, we can start talking about that, but I don't want to speak too soon on where the team is. But you can see there who's moving up. Mary-Kate McGranahan from Amherst moved up 2 spots. Aubrey Fisher moving back a little bit there as the second split comes through. And now we have all 32 teams in here, and we can start talking about the team battle that's shaping up. And right now it's U Chicago in first. They collectively moved up 5 places to be in first with 134 points. Wartburg in second, MIT in third, Johns Hopkins in fourth, SUNY Geneseo in fifth, WashU in sixth, Carleton in seventh, Williams in eighth, St. Olaf in 9, and Pomona in 10. Wow, we're having a battle here as 5 teams are separated by 65 points right now, and as they have almost just under 2 miles left, a little over a mile and some change. We're going to have a split for you here at the 3.8K, which for those at home, that'd be 2 miles and 600 meters. You know, the distance you love to run. And then we'll get you a 5K split after that. But we'll see what changed, you know, in a short amount of time as the North Central men have jumped onto the course here. Your time is next. Get off the course. Just kidding. They are going to be looking to bring back a trophy to Naperville, but we'll talk about them in a little bit. You can see the Wartburg men waiting to see their teammates come across, hoping that they can grab a trophy. The points are still populating. We'll get you an updated team battle here as Kassie Parker continues to run away from this field. It's still a 23-second lead over Fiona Smith. Anna Tucker has moved into fourth right now. U Chicago currently leading, but once we get some more teams in there, we'll get a better idea of where things stand. You know, this is where you have to dig deep right now. This is the hard part of the race. You have about, 7 to 8 minutes left of running, maybe less, maybe more. But you're in tough conditions. You can't let that get to you. You got to fight for every single place you can. There are many races within the race right now. You know, if you see a team that you know is a rival, you need to do everything you can to get past them, to get the least amount of points for your team. As the coaches are cheering for Kassie right now from Loras. They can sense it here. Another title is coming back to Dubuque, potentially for Kassie. We'll see how her team is doing right now as they're in 21st right now as everything is populated up. So U Chicago has now extended their lead even more over Wartburg. U Chicago 116, Wartburg 165, Johns Hopkins 176, MIT 181, and Carleton 193. So with another split to go, we have a few teams in here that we mentioned as dark horses taking over, but the battle still remains for first between U Chicago and Wartburg. MIT is running really well right now as Kassie goes up the hill. Legendary coach Halston Taylor retired from the program, and Coach Riley McCone has taken over. He was a lead distance assistant for them throughout the track season as Halston transitioned out of the program and finally taken over the reins and making a presence known here in his first full season as head cross-country coach. The men's team comes in ranked second, but right now the women are running well in trophy conditions as Kassie Parker takes the gloves off. Will she hold on to them or toss into a lucky fan? We'll see. Things are heating up for her as she gets closer and closer to the finish line here, where she's crossed the 5K in 17:20. So in her standards, comfortable as she tosses her gloves to her teammates. Only a K to go for another national title for Kassie Parker. Making a difficult course look easy and cementing her legacy amongst the best in Division III. Fiona Smith still in second now. She has a 6-second lead over Clara Mayfield from Carleton. Anna Tucker in fourth right now. Alex Ross fifth. Annika Urban sixth. Kathleen McCary in seventh. Morgan Lee of RPI moved up 5 spots. Anna Koenig-Zeisler of UChicago in ninth, and an Emily Konkas of WashU has moved up 6 spots into 10th. Olivia Rosenstein of MIT has moved up 7 spots to 11th, which is big for them, for MIT, as they're hoping to bring a trophy back to Cambridge. And we'll get some points tallied here for you once we get all the teams up, but it is shaping up to be a great race between UChicago, Hopkins, and Wartburg. Carleton, MIT, all in the mix as well. Excited to see what we have in store this Final K. The Final K makes or breaks your race here. Obviously, as you can fade, you can move up, but a lot of coaches tell their athletes to wait for this Final K. Make your move, go from 5 to 6K as hard as you can, especially with a trophy on the line. Putting on a clinical right now is Kassie Parker. She is so fun to watch as it looks effortless for her. No matter if it's on the track, on a snowy golf course, what have you. All right, the teams are slowly populating up right now, and UChicago still currently in the lead. Johns Hopkins has moved up to second. They're only 33 points back now. They started at the 2 mile well behind UChicago, but they are starting to close the gap right now. Wartburg in third. I guess it updated a little bit there. Carleton has now moved up into fourth. WashU fifth. SUNY Geneseo sixth. MIT has moved back a bit there, now into seventh. But here we go, Kassie Parker, your 2022 national champion. She repeats. Repeat national champion there, Kassie Parker. Having spoken to her last year, she knew she wanted to come back to Loras. She finds Dubuque her home. She trusts her coaches and knows what she can do at the Division III level. Unofficially, 21-10. As you see here, Fiona Smith finishing in second. Clara Mayfield is going to finish third. That will be big for Carleton's attempt at a trophy. Anna Tucker going to finish fourth here. And here comes Alex Ross to round out the top 5. Mutual respect amongst all these athletes here as they have battled each other throughout this season. As you can see, that was tough, she says to Fiona Smith. As there's Aubrey Fisher, Hannah Pricer of Carleton comes in there as well. And here comes the pack. This is what makes or breaks a trophy contender as at UChicago, Williams, Wilmington, Amherst, another Williams. There's Mary Kate McGranahan. Oh man, it is tough to call here as they're moving in, and there's Wartburg. A third Carleton runner. That's going to be big as the points are going to be tallied. A WashU runner right there. There's MIT, another WashU runner. See John Carroll there. You gotta look for UChicago maroon, Wartburg orange, Carleton yellow. There's 3 Carleton potentially right there that just all finished together. That could be beneficial for their stakes here. Wow. This is intense. Look at these sprint finishes, trying to get as many people as possible in the last chute. So as we wait for these final results to tally here, Kassie Parker, your 2022 national champion. Oh, someone help her. Look at this effort coming in at the finish line. Putting it all on the line for their team. This is what you train for all summer long. Those hot miles starting to come to fruition right here as the season comes to an end. We know cross-country times don't matter that much, but Kassie Parker ran almost a minute faster last year. You can tell how tough of a course that was. She even told Fiona Smith that. Just got told that Ella Barron from Colorado finished 30th in the D1 race. All-American in D1, got to represent the D3 people here as women continue to finish here. We still are waiting on some of these live results. As you can see how hectic it is coming into this finish line area. The timing company doing their best here to make sure we're getting you accurate results. We don't want to report anything that is inaccurate right now. We hope they get their big puffy jackets on and get warm. That is a cold one out there. There's Carlton. They waiting to see where they finish here. There you see Calvin giving some hugs there. Loras being helped off. This is the aftermath of the cross-country race. Tears, smiles, hugs, everything. It's all the emotions you can have all in one, as St. Lawrence runner has a gaiter there around her neck to stay warm. Everyone waiting to see who and now we're maybe seeing some team results there at the course, but everyone is waiting to figure out who won, who gets a trophy, who was All-American. You see Amherst there grouping up. Wartburg looking at the scoreboard. Waiting and seeing team pictures being taken. The anxiety of where did you finish? Where did the team finish? Everyone looking, people at home trying to calculate based on the finish where they were. As you can see, just the aftermath of this race. I hope that's hot chocolate and not cold water that the athletes get to drink right now. If you hear cheers, you probably figured out someone new as Loras embraces Kassie after her win. First time in 25 years that the Loras team made it to the national championship. As she gets interviewed there. Kassie Parker officially the national champion in 21:06. Led from the gun. Maybe Annika Urban had a few steps on her for a little bit there, but for the most part, took it the entire way and never looked back, even dropped her guns. And oh my goodness, the results are in. Johns Hopkins repeats as national champions. 3 points over U Chicago. They come back and upset the field potentially, but they are the reigning national champions. Johns Hopkins 144, U Chicago 147, Wartburg 178, and Carleton sneaks in there for a trophy in 4th. Wow. We said expect the unexpected. Hopkins has never been ranked first all year. They came into the season 2nd, never moved into the top spot until it mattered and when it counted. If you all recall, Hopkins won their first national title in 2012. And now they add another one. They three-peat here. The storyline was Chicago versus Wartburg. Throw in SUNY Geneseo, throw in Hopkins. A team that didn't have 4. And they just found, is this them finding out right now that they won a national title? I think that is. They lost 4 women last year from that national title team. They had 2 freshmen run. Bobby Van Allen proving why he's a Hall of Fame coach right now as they look at the results, and he's telling them that they are national champions once again. Tears flowing. Holy moly, who could have seen this coming? I bet they did. But what a finish. They moved up the entire race, 2 in the top 10.
We have a couple of
Alex Ross finishes in 5th. Sarah Stevenson finishes in 9th.
We have something
wow.
Yours, and we have a cell phone. A Motorola cell
Oh,
phone.
look at the tears of joy. Let's go through the Hopkins women who competed today. Alex Ross finishes 5th. Sarah Stevenson finishes 9th. Sydney Friedel finishes 30th. Catherine Pugh finishes 53rd. Sophomore Paloma Hancock finishes 73rd to round out the scoring. Isas Diaz finished 139th, and Tria Roy finished 232. Scoring-wise, they went 4, 8, 26, 46, 60th. A 3-point victory over U Chicago. And that's the best finish in Chicago history. Their best was in 4th in 2019. Wartburg has been runner-ups before, but they will add another trophy to the mix, to the trophy cabinet at that historic program. There's a good look of the top 14 right now. WashU 5th, SUNY Geneseo 6th. St. Olaf, probably one of the teams that came in and beat their ranking by a lot. They were 12th, finished 8th. Carleton came in, finishing 4th. That's what it's all about, folks. Predictions, rankings, they're all great, but you got to run the race to see what actually happens. That's why you don't crown them before. We're going to take a quick break here. We'll come back, set the field for the men's stage. But wow, what a race. We're going to bring you more coverage of the 2022
finishers from today's competition. Student athletes, as I announce your name, please proceed onto the award stand to be recognized. In 40th place, from Brockport State, Carrie Flower, time of 22:44.6. In 39th place, from Claremont, Mudd Scripps, a junior, Natalie Vittetti. In 38th place, from Redlands, a sophomore, Chloe Bullock. In 37th place, from NYU, Grace Richardson. In 36th place, from the University of Chicago, Maddie Kelly. In 35th place, from RPI, a junior, Nia Goddard. In 34th place, from Calvin College, a Knights, Sienna Reuter Diaz. In 33rd place, from Wartburg, Shaylin Hostager. In 32nd place, a freshman from George Fox, running 22:37, Kayla Alpole. In 31st place, from MIT, Inet Gavish. In 30th place, from Johns Hopkins, Sydney Friedel. In 29th place, from Scranton, a senior, Jessica Hoffman.
Gotta go down.
In 28th place, from Bates College, Jillian Richardson. In 27th, from St. Olaf, Christine Albrecht. In 26th place today, a sophomore from Williams, Ella Ball. In 25th place, a senior from Amherst, Mary Kate McGranahan. In 24th place, from Central College, running 22:31, Carolyn McMartin. In 23rd, from Washington University, a senior, Lindsay Ott. In 22nd place, from Wartburg, Ellie Meyer. In 21st place, from Pomona Pitzer, a senior, Abigail Lozelle. Now your top 20. From Wisconsin, La Crosse, Maddie Hannon. In 19th place, from Franciscan out of Ohio, Claire Walters. In 18th place, from Williams, Molly Fitzgibbons. In 17th place, from the University of Chicago, a junior, Lucy Grutias. In 16th place, from Wartburg, a sophomore, Lexi Brown. In 15th place, a freshman from Carleton, running 22:16, Hannah Breezer. In 14th place, from Wartburg, a junior, Aubrey Fisher. In 13th, from Washington U, a senior, Emily Conkus. In 12th place, from MIT, Olivia Rosenstein. In 11th place, from University of Chicago, a Maroon, she's a senior, Anna Koenig Zeisler. Now your top 10, junior from SUNY Geneseo, running 22:12, Kathleen McCary. In 9th place, from Johns Hopkins, a junior, Sarah Stevenson. In 8th place, from SUNY Geneseo, a junior, Windsor Ardner. In 7th place, from RPI, a sophomore, Morgan Lee. In 6th place, from Emory out of Georgia, a junior, Annika Urban. In 5th place, a senior from Johns Hopkins, Alex Ross. In 4th place, a senior from Hope, Anastasia Tucker. And now our top 3 individual finishers in the 2022 NCAA Division III Women's Cross Country Championship. In third place, a junior from Carleton in a time of 21:55.7, Clara Mayfield. Your 2022 runner-up, running 21:49.6, the junior from St. Benedict, Fiona Smith. Your runner-up. And your Division III champion in a time of 21:06.5, a senior from Loras, Kassie Parker. Those are your top 40 NCAA.
Right here, please, for NCAA. Right here.
6K today.
Right here, please. Sorry.
Baseball players know how to
Thank you, ladies. And now for the women's team award.
Okay. When I was in college, just making nationals like a high school.
You know who's really good at this?
That's what I just said. My son's a baseball player.
Yeah, there's no screwing around at all. Those guys they'll take any direction. You say, hey, I want to huddle there, and 2 seconds later,
I just say I want a team run when they just do it.
Yeah.
Short guy, middle infielders in the middle, pitchers in the back, you know.
Man, you need to keep moving.
The runners will take direction. But they don't know how to line up.
Here we go, finishing in fourth place with a team point total of 179, the Carleton Knights, coached by Donna Rickus. Carleton, fourth place. Come on up and get your hardware, ladies.
Hey, there's TV behind you guys. Not that you care. Right here, please.
All right, look, guys, great hat.
Thank you. Right here, ladies.
Congratulations, Carleton. Finishing in third place with a team total of 178. Wartburg Knights out of Iowa, Coach Ryan Chapman. Come on up, ladies, and get your hardware and get your photos.
Yeah, you got your little network of sports guys.
So then the next time, like, one of my teams is somewhere,
Plus, I just got it's free. I mean, I was paying $20 a roll of it. Woodford has the best.
right here, please.
Right in the middle. Guys, make sure you look at my video.
Right here. Right here. You hold that thing up. There's a tragedy about to happen.
It was a good shot. So they all posed. But then I got him to
Thank
take
you,
a-
ladies. While only 1 point separated third and fourth, 3 points separated first and second. Your 2022 national runner-up with a team total of 147 points, the University of Chicago Maroons under the coaching of Chris Hall. Coming up, ladies, to get your runner-up trophy. Congratulations.
Right here.
Right here.
Thank you.
Congratulations, University of Chicago.
Most of the time, especially at this level, the NCAA guy doesn't.
And the 2022 NCAA Division III Women's Cross Country Team Champion with a team total of 144 points, Johns Hopkins, the Blue Jay, and Bobby Van Allen, head coach. Get your championship trophy, ladies. Johns Hopkins, your champion in East Lansing, Michigan for 2022 cross country.
I think we had 7 of the 8 podiums, so I think that's a good day. Nope. Gotta be that. Videos from the light.
I love you all.
Right here, please.
Right here. Right here.
If you are one of the top 40 men's finishers, matriculate to the north, if you would.
All right. Sorry, ladies.
Top 40 men's finishers, get over to the north of the announcement table here. There they are, your champions. Johns Hopkins.
Nothing?
No, because I don't know. I should be happy.
Yeah.
It's not a we.
I'm trying to think what your natural competitor,
Hopkins?
well, no, what, to MIT, what your natural rivalry is. Yeah, so.
Track.
Yeah, then in our conference, WPI, yeah.
But,